Hey you guys, Jared Bingle here with Lawn Rescue. I want to thank you for coming back for another video. Go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe. Also put in the comments down below what kind of content you want me to put out in the future. Today I've got a special video for you guys. I just picked up a Husqvarna 525ES straight shaft edger from Easily Lawn and Garden. This has been on order for about 3 months now. I've been having to do all of my edging with the string trimmer, so I'm pretty stoked about this coming in. Stick around. MSRP on your straight shaft option is going to run somewhere in the realm of about $460. Your curved shaft option is going to be $370. Now I was actually able to get $100 off the straight shaft option by doing Husqvarna's fleet program deal. And what that is you buy commercial equipment. I got the zero turn along with a few other things, and you build up points. After you hit a certain level of points, you get a certain % off. The first option is you get 6 points and you get 10 and 15% off. And what that is 10% off of stuff like hedge trimmers and weed eaters, and then 15% off zero turns. I was able to max out at 9 points, and I got 20% off my weed eaters and such, and then I got 25% off the zero turn. The zero turn was about $8,000 and I got it for about $6,000. This deal is especially enticing to those of you who are just starting out and have a pretty tight equipment budget. If you're planning on ordering equipment, just keep in mind we're seeing a lot of shortages. Like I told you earlier, this thing came in 3 months after I ordered it, so just keep that in the back of your head. Let's go ahead and get this thing open. Apparently some assembly is required. That was nice of them. Directions? We don't need no stinking directions. So Husqvarna puts these little spark plug sockets in all the equipment, and I've got like 6 of them rolling around. There it is, boys. I like it. What you want to do is you want to get the little multi-tool that came in the packaging, and we're going to attach the edger head to the shaft. And by doing this, we're going to use the Stort's head on the multi-tool, and we're going to loosen up these 2 little screws right here. If you can see, we're going to loosen these up. We're going to put the head on the shaft, and then we're going to tighten it up. I don't know how well you guys are going to be able to see this, but there's a little screw right inside here. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to loosen it up just enough to where it's not sticking in that tube. Now that screw that's right there is actually going to be going in this hole right here, and that's going to secure the head onto the shaft. Once you get the head attached, you're going to take your handy dandy little multi-tool that they give you, and you're going to tighten up these 2 screws right here. So I found the first issue, and that is there's a little hole right here. And this is for loosening and tightening the nut on here on the blade. And what you do is you turn this, and there's an actual hole right behind it. It goes dark like that. And you take an Allen wrench and you stick it in that hole, and it keeps the blade from turning and spinning when you're trying to loosen or tighten this. And the problem being is that the hole is actually recessed down into the head a little bit, so I can't fit the Allen wrench in there. But that's not a problem, because we're going to jam something in there anyways. Now once we've got the Allen wrench in there to keep it from spinning, you're going to turn it clockwise to loosen it, and then counterclockwise to tighten it. Now that we've got our edger put together, we need to incorporate it into this rack system that we got from trailerracks.com. We're going to be putting these little brackets on the edger right here, that way we can attach it and lock it into our rack system. The first thing you want to do is you want to attach your brackets to whatever you're putting them on. Once you get those put on, then you'll put it up on the rack and get your fitment correct. After you do that, you want to put your piece of equipment up here when you go to adjust the spar, you want to lift up on your equipment and then adjust the spar up, so that way all of the weight of the equipment and the engine is sitting on this bar here. Then you can go ahead and tighten up your bolts here, and you're probably going to have to remove this back off of the rack in order to do that. Last but not least, we're going to add a Darwin's grip to this bad boy. Why? Because I like my back. Installation for this is pretty easy. You've got 4 nuts that you loosen up, then this comes loose, and you put it just like that on the rail. You put it back on and you tighten up the 4 nuts. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to install this onto the edger without the Loc Tite on it. Then once I get all the nuts tightened down, I'm going to take each individual nut, loosen it up, and put the Loc Tite on each individual nut. That way it stays exactly where I put it. Just a word to the wise, when you're installing your Darwin's grip, do not over tighten these 4 little nuts right here on the mount. You will actually crack the mount, and they tell you this in the owner's manual. That's what your Loc Tite's for. Here's the little bit of Loc Tite that comes in the package. When you go to put it on, just put a little dab at the end of the nut. Don't put it all over the nut, okay? You'll never get it off. Looking good. We've got our edger put on our rack right here. Let's get some footage of cutting. Alright guys, and there you have it, the Husqvarna 525ES straight shaft edger. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know it was a little short today. Go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe. Put down in the comments if you have one of these edgers, and if you like it, what you dislike about it. And also let me know what kind of content you want me to put out. I'll see you in the next one.